Okay, so I am back. I took a little break, enjoying my new apartment, getting everything set up there and just relaxing. But today I want to talk to you about this main character mentality and really embodying that and really understanding what does that mean as a conscious creator of your reality. So stay tuned. You definitely don't want to miss this. What does main character mentality mean? So main character mentality means this. If you were creating a movie script, right? Let's say that was your job and you wanted this star, like whatever that celebrity is to you, like you just love this person, you know they're an amazing actress or actor, and they would be like the best role or the best person for this lead. You want them to, the main character, the star of the movie, right? Are you gonna present them with a shitty fucking plot where they have little interaction in the movie? The story is just not good for them. There's no reward for them in this story. There's no success for them in this story. Or are you gonna give them the leading role where no matter what happens, whether it's an internal struggle or an external struggle or things seem to be stacked up against them all odds, there's a purpose to this character, that they get the fucking end result, the final result, something about this movie, the plot that drives them, creating this new version of them or saving the world or, having this inner change in them where they get everything they wanted at the end. Listen, we could look at this analogy a million different ways, right? But I think you get the point. If you're trying to pitch a movie to the celebrity so they play the main character because you know they are such a good fucking fit, you're not gonna give them shitty lines. You're not going to give them a mediocre plot. You're not going to give them a story that isn't crafted beautifully and well thought out, right? And I'm not even saying like the kind of movie or the genre or if it's a dark movie or not. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about a well-written movie that is potentially going to win, an Academy. Listen, you could tell I don't fucking... I'm not into that shit. I don't know if it's Academy Award or fucking, what do they win? Oscar. I don't fucking know, or both, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't follow that shit. But the point is that they're going to be nominated for whatever these awards are. And just like so excited to do this movie. Like they believe in this movie. Like that is main character mentality. So let's look at that and apply that to you. So the main character mentality is the whole movie revolves around them. There's leading parts, other roles, other parts of the movie that's played or people act in, right? But they are the main character. Everything is revolving around them and affecting them. So this is what I want you to look at as a conscious creator is main character mentality is, what is my plot? What is the story that I'm writing about this chapter of my life? Who am I scripting myself to be, and who am I scripting to show up in my reality? Am I in the movie where I don't get what the fuck I want? Is that the main character and that's what the whole movie's about? Or is the main character about, even if they've lost what they wanted, they get it back? Or maybe they didn't even know they wanted it, and then when they decided, they go through the process of getting everything that they want and becoming this new version of themselves that gets all the things that they desire. So this is what I want you to start thinking. You are the main character of your life. You're not in the fucking backdrop, guys. So you have to stop treating yourself and acting as if you are. So how do we do that in human form? Well, we do that in fucking real life in human form by this. By overvaluing people, by seeking fucking validation or reassurance and love from outside of us, that believing that, we're in competition with others, which drives our insecurities and doubts and fears, right? Not valuing ourselves, not loving ourselves, not focusing on a story and a self-concept as the main character, that this is who I am, I'm embodying this version of me, and this is how I'm showing up. So when an actress or an actor is rehearsing their lines, they're getting to feel the character, right? they understand who this character is. They're told this is who this character is, you know, da 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 da. This is the traits, the essence, how they move physically, the vibe about them. And we've all seen really good actors and actresses really dive in deep and become this version of someone else they adopted temporarily. This is what self-concept is. You know, they took a story that was given to them on literal paper, and they became that version by practicing and rehearsing over and over again. So this is how you become the main character of your life, is deciding what role you want to play in your life. What are the traits you desire to possess? Who do you want to have in your life showing up? How are they showing up for you? What are the things you want to experience? And then you need to affirm and become this version of you. So how do you become a version of someone? Well, you affirm it. You have to think from that version. Your feelings will follow. You don't ever have to worry about your feelings. A lot of people put so much emphasis on feelings. Feelings are not what manifest, because I have felt very good about myself for a really long time in my life. But when I would get into a relationship, my thoughts would change, my perspective changed of how I saw myself in the relationship. And then that would produce insecurity and fear, and then I would ruminate over a story that wasn't favorable, and that's how I manifested it. So your feelings are not the solution, your thoughts are, and your feelings follow and catch up to the new thinking. This is why people end up shifting their internal states, because they know when they're thinking a new story over and over and over again, at some point you will feel differently about yourself because you're thinking a new thought, you have a new perspective, a new way of seeing yourself. So I want you to shift out of backdrop mentality and move yourself into main character mentality. You're the fucking star of your reality. You're worthy and deserving to fucking have everything you want. All you have to do is claim it. And so many of you get fixated on, I need it now, I need it now. No, the fuck you don't. That's a story you're projecting. That's a story you're focusing on that says, I need this now because it's going to allow me something different in my life. It's going to make me feel a certain way about myself in my life. Okay. Now, granted, when those things come in, we do experience that to some point, but it goes away. You ever heard of that saying, the novelty wears off? This is why outside things don't fulfill us. We fulfill ourselves. So when you believe outside things are what fulfill you, you're constantly chasing outside things. When you understand you as main character mentality are the one who decides who the fuck you are, that you're gonna reassure yourself, you're gonna validate yourself, you're gonna claim ownership of what the fuck it is that you want and that you're worthy to receive it. And you're gonna focus your story that says who the fuck you are, amazing, beautiful, sexy, strong, magnetic, irresistible, undeniable, fucking fabulous, whatever it is, okay, rich, I don't give a fuck, whatever it is, you persist in that story. You ruminate and you start fixating on this version of you. And then obviously, you know, we've talked about this. I don't need to rehash this every fucking video. If you're new to me, go watch all my other videos because I talk about the same stuff over and over. Just I emphasize on certain things in different videos dominantly more than others. But yes, you need to change your story of what's happening outside of you too. But remember, we're doing something different here. We're not just practicing how to manifest something in, we're practicing in how to keep whatever it is you want, sustain the reality that you desire to manifest for you, because most people don't believe it. This is why we sabotage. This is part of the beautiful process of being the main character, is just like in most of the movies that we watch, the main character starts out one way, has some things manifest in their life that caused a shakeup. They had an internal transformation and they usually get what they want at the end, right? But they had to become this different version of themselves. So that's what you're doing as the main character. You're taking a mental story. You're living in the mental realm, right? The 4D is the mental realm. So you're focusing your thoughts and you're mentally fixating and you're mentally investing in the main character version of you. If I'm the star of the movie, and in the movie, I get the love that I want. In the movie, I get the job that I want. In the movie, I wake up the weight that I want. In the movie, I have the health that I desire. In the movie, you know, I have X amount of dollars in my bank account. In the movie, I'm traveling all over the world. In the fucking movie, You know, I'm greeted like royalty everywhere I go. I don't know, whatever your movie is, right, that you want for you. Well, you have to start thinking it now before you experience outside. You have to mentally invest and connect to that version of you. And part of the internal transformation that happens, especially manifesting SPs, is you're going to go back and forth into the old version of you and the new version of you because you haven't anchored yourself enough mentally and emotionally into the new version. So it's foreign. Your brain wants to self-sabotage it. Your brain wants to say, oh, even though that's what you want, that's not what we're used to being. So you don't think that way constantly. That's not how you feel constantly. This is not how you show up for yourself, right? So it's going to want to kind of move you back to what it knows, even if that's not what you want. So you have to be the one commanding your mind and saying, no, this is what we're doing, because your body follows your mind. It's not the other way around. So you get to decide who the fuck you are. So who is the main character for you? Who do you want to be? There's no competition. It's you're the operant power of your reality. So what you focus on in your mind has to manifest in your 3D. So if you feel like you need it now, like, you know, you got to really check that, because that's a lie you're telling yourself. That's an old story that says I'm not being main character mentality because I'm falsely believing that until this person or this thing comes in a certain way, I can't access that reality. I can't be and think and feel and live my best fucking life or feel connected to that reality where I'm in the wish fulfilled, right? That is main character mentality because, well, not that, but main character mentality is, oh, no, I got this now. So I'm gonna rehearse my script of this new movie that I'm playing in, because we already watched the part 1 and part 2 movie. So now we're going into the sequel. And you're deciding, okay, in this sequel, this is how my character's showing up. So you practice and you rehearse, just like an actor and actress practices and rehearses their movie script until you become that fucking version. And that's when you get everything you want. That's when you don't care of the timing of things. That's when you are really mentally and emotionally connected to the reality that feels so much better for you than the old reality, where the old self-concept, the story of you was the backdrop, was the version of you that was losing, that wasn't getting what they want, that wasn't taking the lead in their life. So you're not here to please other people. You're not fucking here to live out other people's dreams. You're not here to take other people's opinions as your fucking truth. Yes, everyone is you pushed out that manifests in, but so many of you are still not practicing grounding your internal story and you deciding who you are, no matter what someone is doing or saying out here. And you're allowing out here to tell you that you're not main character mentality. You're actually putting them as your main character. You're putting them above you, and that shit's gotta change, because until that does, you're not gonna sustain what you want, because you're gonna compare yourself, you're gonna feel insecure, you're gonna feel inadequate, you're gonna consistently be feeling less than, you're gonna live in anxiety and fear that you're gonna lose this thing or this person, because if they're better than you, if they're the ones that are responsible for making you feel loved, wanted, and good enough, well then you're fucking yourself, because the minute you manifest that version that says otherwise, what are you gonna do? You're gonna manifest them right back out. So main character mentality says, I am deciding who I am no matter what. Even if I've never been this person before, I'm gonna go find how I wanna feel in my life, how the people show up for me in my life, and who the fuck I am. And then I'm gonna persist in that story, and I'm just gonna keep connecting to that version of me over and over again until literally one day that is my fucking life. So the more you do that, the less you will need anything on the outside, because you're giving it to yourself. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe if you did. And like I said, if you're not following me on TikTok or Instagram, links are below. I will see you. Bye.